Can I record like? Yo, what's up, chat? It's your boy Trash, and today I'm bringing you an update on something that I've been doing on Twitch that I've never actually talked about here. First of all, if you don't know me, hi, I'm Trash. I'm an illustrator, artist. Well, that's the same thing. Voice actor, gamer, streamer. I do stuff, and I've been around since 2014. Well, I've been around since 1990, but I've been making content since 2014. Started over on YouTube with art tutorials that you can't find anymore because it's just full of gringe. And later on, I moved to other things that I really preferred. About 1 year after of starting YouTube, I started streaming, and I figured out that's what I liked much, much more. Soon after, about 1 year after, I became partnered. Back then, there were really no set rules for it. There was no affiliate. There was no goals. You just apply, then if you were lucky, you'd become a partner. And across all these years, I've had my ups and downs, of course. I remember easily by myself getting to 100 viewers. I also remember having like 5 viewers some years after. But for the past couple of years, I would say the last 3-4 years, I've been on a comfortable place of 15 to 20 viewers, which is not a lot at all, especially for someone making content for as long as I've been making. But I decided that I wanted to spice up things a little bit. Since my streams are very quiet, very chill. Good up! Set up, but I just... No!
Emotional damage.
6.
I guess. Really not the type of person to get hyped over things. I decided to spice it up a little bit, and I said, on the 27th of December, I said, you know what? What if I streamed for a full year with no days off? That's one of the things that I wanted to do this year. That, okay, by the title you understand that I dropped it, and I'll explain why. No, it's not burnout. I'll explain why. The second thing was, you know what? What if I played every mainline Final Fantasy game on stream this year? So, 6 games are done, finishing the 7th. That's another video. I don't intend on dropping it, but if I don't finish it this year, that's okay, as long as I finish it. But that's another video. So, why did I drop this idea of streaming 300 and something days on the 119th day? No motivation. That's it. It's not a burnout. I love streaming. I would continue this under certain conditions that I'm gonna mention, and I don't feel like doing it any less. I love streaming. It's the thing I like doing the most. I love being able to talk to people, because besides this video, this is probably the only time of the day that I'm talking, well, except if I talk to my dog. I don't really talk a lot. And the fact that I have to do it to stream every day also didn't bother me because I don't have anything happening in my life. For the past 5 years, I've lived by myself. I see my closer friends every 3 to 6 months if I'm lucky, even though we live 10 minutes away from each other. Everyone's busy. I'm busy. I go out to walk my dog to get food and sometimes just go walk by myself, but that's about it. I live a pretty lonely life, and not by choice, but it's just consequences that led to this. So streaming is the highlight of my day. I get to either draw or play games. 2 things that I like a lot. I prefer playing games, which is something I guess kind of bad to say as an artist, but it's not that I hate drawing. I love drawing, but I love games more. It's like I love dogs, but I love my dog more. You get me? So what really demotivated me was after this 100 and something days, which accumulated to almost 600 hours streamed, my viewership dropped insanely, about by half. Lately I've been struggling, and lately I mean these last 2 weeks, I've been struggling to get to 10 viewers. It's always the same 2 or 3 people showing up. I do appreciate that. Also, the people that used to show up all the time don't really have to justify why they don't show up. It's not their fault that the viewership dropped. It's my fault, if anything, because I don't really have anything new to bring every day. Even when I was streaming last times a week, 3 to 5 times a week, there's really nothing new to bring every day. It's just because my life is so uninteresting. So whatever I have is whatever's shown on stream and whatever interactions I have with the chat. And seeing that my channel is not growing, but it's suffering from this, because also, besides in almost 600 hours streamed, I've gotten 80 new followers. since December. We're now at the end of April. It's really not good, because if I compare that to the last time frame, the exact time frame where I wasn't doing any of these challenges, so in the exact same time frame where honestly I was in a much more depressed state and much more burnt out state, actually, I'm looking at it now. I streamed for 144 hours, so almost 150 hours less, and I had 218 new followers. This means almost over twice of what I've made now that I've been putting much more work. And that was with days off. That was mostly just drawing and playing whatever game would come out. This year, I think I've already beaten like 8 to 10 games on stream. And I've kept drawing as well, of course. So the reason why I quit this is because people are leaving. And without people watching and talking, I don't feel motivated at all. I put videos on YouTube on a 15,000 channel. I hardly reach 100 views. I hardly reach 5 comments. And this is the only exception with this is if I put shorts nowadays. Of course, I'm not counting with videos that I've been here for over a year or two, but it's been all over. I put content on Instagram. Instagram killed illustrations and photography. So in a Instagram account with 3,000 followers, I get luckily 50 to 60 likes and barely ever comments. When I do get them, it's because I beg for them. And on Twitter, which is also an account with a fair amount of followers, same thing. I actually talked about this, the fact that I was quitting this challenge, and I think I got 1 comment and about 5 likes almost 24 hours after. So again, it's not really blaming people, and it's not really about making money versus numbers. It's feeling motivated because you feel like people want you to be there. And then there's always the genius that come with, why don't you just change your content? Yeah, genius, like what? You expect me to put a backpack, go outside and make IRL content? Is that what you want from me? Do you want me to go back to making art tutorials that barely have any feedback on it, and the only feedback I got was people stealing my art or copying my stuff? Or do you want me to just sit for 8 hours reacting to videos that I'm searching for because I don't really have, a source like your favorite viewer, your favorite streamers that just have Reddits fully curated for them? Because that's not what I want to do. I want to draw and I want to play. And that's what I'm going to continue doing. The thing is, with my size, this doesn't really work. And the reason why I'm sharing this and I'm making this video is exactly because I know there's people that want to do the same thing that I wanted to do, and I would very much advise you not to. I would very much advise you to continue streaming as much as you want, not force it, and just do what you can and what you want in a way that you feel comfortable. I understand more than anyone how frustrating it is to not grow. I understand even better what it is to lose something you've already had, like I did. And I do have a full-time job besides my illustrations, which honestly, lately, I've barely been making anything out of that, so thankfully I have a full-time job. So the thing is, in a normal scenario, I wouldn't be so bothered with people leaving, but in the scenario that I'm trying to grow and make more content more consistently, specifically every day, it just kills it. That's it. That's just what I wanted to share. I don't really know when I'm gonna go live again. I'm saying this probably tomorrow. I'll go live again because it's like an addiction. Streaming is like an addiction to me. Just like playing games, it's an addiction. I can't see myself not doing something, and it sucks because I really like doing it. But yeah, for anyone else, I mean, if you're watching this video and you know me, that alone probably shows that you already support me, and I thank you for that. And when I mean support, I don't mean having to spend your money. I mean watching my stuff, sharing my stuff. I know there's people that do that, and I thank every day for those people that exist. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much if you do that. If you don't know me, if you found this video through a share of someone else, or because you were thinking about doing that yourself, or you were just curious and now you're disappointed because the video is nothing of what you were looking for, well, thank you for watching anyway. All right, you can find all my work in the socials, links down there, and be happy, and remember that to support people you like, you don't really have to spend any money. And I keep saying this for the last 7 or 8 years, and I don't know. Thank you. See you on the next one. Stay tuned.